Hey everybody, it's Jesse Callan here with Callan Corner, and today I'm bringing you my predictions for this year's Money in the Bank. But just before we get started, please, I'd like to ask you to hit that like on this video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. It would be greatly appreciated. So first off, there are a couple of things to note about this particular pay-per-view. The first thing is that part of the show is live, and part of it, the Money in the Bank men's match and women's ladder matches, are pre-taped. And that's because those two matches are taking place at WWE headquarters, but more on that in a bit. The second thing to note is that there are only 6 matches on the card at the time of recording, so it's possible something else could get added. That said, let's kick this off with our first match. And these are in no particular order, because I don't know the order. So the first match we're going to do is Drew McIntyre versus Seth Rollins for the WWE Championship. Now honestly, I think this match is a no-brainer. Drew just got the title a month ago at WrestleMania 36. And I think it wouldn't make much sense to take that title off of him so quickly. I really want to see Drew get a lengthy run and get to prove himself. I also want to see how it goes when he has a crowd of fans again. And I'm not interested in seeing Seth carry the title so soon again, so I predict that Drew McIntyre retains. The next match we have is Bayley versus Tamina for the SmackDown Women's Championship. Now, I kind of feel like this feud is a bit random, but they have actually been doing some building up to it, and I like that Tamina is getting this little bit of a push. However, it makes me wonder if that push will continue after Money in the Bank, because I definitely think that Bayley is winning this one and retaining that championship. So now, on to the next match. Bray Wyatt versus Braun Strowman for the Universal Championship. Now obviously, I'm a very big fan of Bray. Anyone who knows me knows that he's my favorite wrestler. However, in this case, just like Drew, Braun just got the title a month ago at WrestleMania. And also just like Drew, this is his first championship reign with the Universal title. I really like Braun, but even if I didn't, I would still say that he deserves a proper title reign. So while I love Bray and I love seeing him win, I think that Braun should and will win this. Makes me wonder if this match should actually be live, because I could totally see a Fiend attack after. I will add that I don't think that the feud ends here. I agree with what C Wrestling said in his recent theory video about Bray being after Braun's head rather than the title. It makes perfect sense to me. And that's a fantastic theory video, by the way. Y'all should definitely go check it out if you haven't already. And also, while you're at it, you should go check out his prediction video too. And along with that, go check out Wrestling Days' prediction video too. And go check out the Insider's last podcast episode where they talk about their predictions too. All good stuff, all good channels, and you should definitely subscribe to all of them. Now, back on subject. For match number 4, we have the SmackDown Tag Team Championships on the line in a 4-way match. It's the New Day versus The Miz and Morrison versus the Forgotten Sons versus Lucha House Party. Now with this match, I really think the New Day should retain, because they literally just got the titles back, and to pass them around again so soon is just ridiculous to me. Those titles need to be taken a little more serious than that. Now another thing that could happen during this match is that the hacker could use this as an opportunity to expose someone, maybe something to do with New Day, or maybe to do with The Miz and Morrison. As we know, he's definitely been teasing that he would be making his presence known with recent tweets, and even invading WWE backstage this week and posting this latest tweet where he said, "Find me before I find you." Ooh, cryptic. I'm definitely excited to see what happens with that. Who knows, maybe he reveals himself, but we shall see. So now we come to what I imagine is the main event. But you might say, "But Jesse, there are 2 matches left, not 1. We have the Women's Money in the Bank ladder match featuring Asuka versus Shayna Baszler versus Nia Jax versus Dana Brooke versus Lacey Evans versus Carmella. And we have the Men's Money in the Bank ladder match featuring Daniel Bryan versus Rey Mysterio versus Aleister Black versus King Corbin versus AJ Styles versus Otis. How could both be the main event? To which I might reply, hello, where have you been? Have you not heard? Both of these matches are happening at the same time. Now, when this was just speculation and hadn't yet been made clear, my initial reaction was, no way, they're not doing that, are they? That doesn't make any sense. But then I thought about it. The rules for this match are as follows. 6 men and 6 women will have to battle from the ground floor of the headquarters building up to the roof, where both briefcases will be suspended above a ring, and obviously the first ones to get to them win. I feel like this match is going to be pretty long, but a lot of awesome stuff can and probably will happen. With that in mind, had they done it separately, the first may have been interesting, but watching it a second time may have been a chore. All that said, I'm very excited for this match. I think it's very possible we see some sort of intergender wrestling, or maybe even like Wrestling Days said in his video, a woman picks up the men's briefcase. That could be really interesting. So for the women, I definitely feel that Shayna is the one who's going to get the victory, but honestly, I could make a claim for just about any of them. That said, I'm claiming we could get a surprise and Nia is the dark horse. For the men, I feel I could make a claim for any of them as well, but I'm going to narrow it down to AJ and Aleister, and I think Aleister picks up the win. Or at least that's what I hope, if it can't be my personal favorite Otis. And speaking of Otis, I'm making him my dark horse for the men. Partially because I love him and I really want to see him win, and partially because I feel like he could potentially pull it off. So there you go. Now, there is a possibility we get more matches added on, maybe on SmackDown. With the return of Jeff Hardy happening, one such match that's being speculated is Jeff Hardy versus Sheamus, because that definitely seems to be a building feud, which is pretty impressive since Jeff and Sheamus have yet to come face to face. If that match happens, I'm going with Jeff for the win. It would be kinda crazy to bring him back and have him lose straight away. So there you have it. These are my predictions for Money in the Bank 2020. I hope you all enjoyed this video. Please remember to give it a like, share it for all your friends to see, and hit that subscribe for more future content. And I will be sure to see you all next time.